Hey everybody, it's your girl Lisa with my video as promised on my YouTube channel, wealthAtHomeMom.com, but also just Lisa. So I've been giving you guys some teasers here and there on social media about what this video is going to be about. And it was pretty obvious what I needed to talk about. I asked for some suggestions, got a few here and there, but a big one that kept coming up just in casual conversation was dating. And honestly, we've gone from chivalry to swiping. And it's crazy how much things have changed just in a matter of 15 years or so. Because it used to be, way back in the day, dating was this. Guy wanted to take out girl, guy talked to girl, guy came to house to pick up girl, they went out and had a good time, and then they came back at a reasonable hour because you always met the dad at the door. So you came home at a reasonable hour, maybe got a little kiss on the cheek, and then it was good night, right? So anymore, that's not how it is. So as you move into the next couple of years, then it got to the point where they had this thing. Now, I'm gonna show my age here, guys, okay? They had this thing called, it was like phone chat lines, okay? If you remember phone chat lines, then you know what I'm talking about. And these were, honestly, these were just glorified blind dates if you chose to meet anybody. So you would call this 800 number or a local line, and it would introduce you to singles in your area. And it was all the time based on, basically this is where age, sex, location came into play. So they would ask about where you were so they could see whether or not you were in their area. And then they wanted to know your age range. So you had like 18 to 25, 26 to 30, 31 to 35, like that type of thing. But the thing was is you didn't know what anybody looked like. You had no clue because you were only talking on the phone. This is before cell phones. This is before laptop computers were really the way that they are now. There was no such thing as social media. There was no, like literally the internet was still crawling at this point. So you had this phone line that you would call and you would talk to somebody and you would choose whether or not to meet them based on what their voice sounded like, what they said they looked like, and whether or not they were in your age range. Now, we both know, everybody knows, there's a such thing as liar, liar, pants on fire. They still lie now. There's people that lie now with all the pictures that are out there. There's people that lie now. So then it was crazy. So you had people lying about how old they were. They were definitely lying about what they looked like, but you had to make this decision based on what you had in front of you, which was age, sex, location. So you would, hopefully if you were smart, you would choose a public location, which, like seriously, you can only hope that that's what they do. So I admit I'm guilty. I met a few people off of there. Actually, I met somebody who ended up being a really good friend of mine for a while off of there, but you had to meet in a public place because you had no idea who you were meeting. You had no idea. It could be Ted Bundy. You had no idea who you were meeting, and that's crazy. Because I mean, this is what we always, this is what we heard. My name is Chris. I'm from the east side of Los Angeles, and I have brown hair, blue eyes. I'm about 5'10". That's all you knew. That is all you knew, was based off of what they said. So you show up at this location and you hope to God that they look like what they said they look like. But that was dating in, I'd say, late 90s, early 2000s. That's literally what it was. Then you moved into chat rooms. Same thing, except maybe if they had a decent digital camera, they could actually send you a picture. Most of the time they didn't. So you move from that, and now we're getting into the age of where we are now. There are so many apps now. It's ridiculous. You have literally Plenty of Fish, Hinge, Tinder, Match, eHarmony, what is it, OkCupid, Not to mention all of the specific ones out there like Black People Meet, Black Planet. You have Millionaires Match. You have like literally ones that you actually have to apply to be a part of, which you would think that stuff like eHarmony where you have to pay a good amount of money. Most of them have subscriptions that you can pay for. And you would think if you have to pay for it, you're gonna get a better quality of person. That would be the pause that comes into, are you serious? Better set of people? No. We have literally gone from, hey, would you like to go to the soda shop and get a soda after school, to here's an unsolicited pic of a part of my body that you probably didn't ask for and probably didn't want to see yet. Want to go out? Literally, we live to swipe. This is literally what dating is now. Or this. That's literally all dating is now. And it's so frustrating because it's so hard to find somebody good. There's a lot of people that do have really good luck and they happen to find somebody who is just as frustrated with the system as they are. And they end up clicking and they go out, maybe they get married. But honestly, it's just become so casual now. I mean, you've got everything from speed dating, which you have like 60 seconds to figure out if this guy or girl is somebody that you want to get to know better. In 60 seconds, you have to figure out whether or not you have chemistry with them, they can hold a good conversation, they're smart, and they're not a serial killer. 60 seconds, and then you move to the next person. Who thought this was a good idea? Yeah, you meet a lot of people in one night, but you can't make a honest to God good decision based off of that. So now we're in the realm of dating apps, which you have to put a profile picture. You have to tell a little bit about yourself. A lot of times you can link up your Instagram or your Facebook to it so that they have access to your pictures on there as well. They can look and see more about you. And then there's ones like Bumble who you can also do that with, but the ladies are more in charge and the ladies have to instigate the whole meeting process, which is nice because it saves you from a lot of unsolicited dick pics. Because let's face it, if you're on any dating app whatsoever, you have gotten one. If you're on Snapchat, you've gotten one. It's the way it is now. Guys do not say, hello, nice to meet you, how are you? They say, hello, do you want to see my penis? And that's just not the way that dating should be. That is what we're opening ourselves up to. And then when you actually choose somebody to go out with, they're basing everything on a profile picture or on a couple of pictures. And you set yourself up for failure. I can't tell you how many times I've had people tell me that, you know, oh, well, I didn't know that you were that big based on your face and your pictures. So you guys can see me right now. You can see me from here up, okay? I don't look like Gisele Bundchen from the shoulders up. If you can see, if I move my hair, you know, you can tell that I'm not a size 4, right? Right. Have I ever said I was a size 4? No. In most of my profiles, it states that I am not a size 4. I don't hide that fact from anybody, but these guys are looking at these pictures and they're making their own judgments. So basically what they're doing is they're taking what they do know about you, which is what you've put on your profile, and they're making these assumptions. Oh, well, she's got a nice face. Oh, well, she's got a slim neck. Oh, well, she's got a slim face. She must be a slim girl. Not paying attention to the fact that you have a body picture 3 pictures in. They haven't paid attention to that. I've actually had guys tell me that I should replace my pictures because anybody who meets me is gonna be pissed off because they went based on this and then they got this. I don't think that's a problem. If I'm being honest with you, it's not a problem. And always the guys that have that issue are the guys that really you're looking at and you're going, you're being picky? I know mom said you were special, but let's be real here. They think they're God's gift and they're not. So dating has honestly just become a big dog and pony show. There's nothing real, there's nothing genuine about it anymore, and that's what's so frustrating. That's part of the reason why so many people are single now and so many people have become really, really comfortable with the whole casual sex thing, because that's basically all that's being offered right now. Nobody's really saying, hey, do you want to, have something real? They're literally going swipe left or right. Here's my unsolicited picture. Hey, you want to talk? Or my favorite, hey, want to sext? I don't know who you are. I have no clue who you are. Why am I going to give you my phone number? I don't know who you are. We haven't talked. We haven't said hi. We haven't said anything. I don't even know what your name is, because usually the people that do that, they have some crazy username like RocketBoy316. Something stupid like that. So can we please bring some genuine feeling back into dating so that it actually feels like we're looking for somebody to spend our lives with, not so it feels like such a big frat party. It's frustrating. And this is why people stay single. This is why people stay single, and this is why people literally, when people say, oh, you're having trouble meeting people? Why don't you try this app? Every single app that people give me, I cringe now, because it's just so impersonal. It's very like gut punch. You literally are just going boom based on that picture. Because most people, here's a little tidbit for you. We post up on our profiles about 5 to 6 pictures on a profile, okay? Do you know how many pictures these guys actually go through, ladies? How many pictures they go through before they decide they're gonna swipe left or right? One. That is all they're looking at. That first picture, that is what they're looking at. And they're looking at what information you have given them in your profile. Have you told them whether or not you have kids? Have you told them whether or not you have a career? Have you told them how much money you make? That's what they're looking at. These profiles are not to get to know somebody. And so many people say, oh, it's not about the looks, it's the inside that counts. Okay, so why don't we go back to the whole dating with no, like The Voice, only dating. Could you imagine that? That you're basically sitting in a chair like Blake Shelton, you're turned around and somebody comes in and starts telling you on a microphone all about themselves. Hi, my name's Randy. I'm 36 years old. I'm 5'11", brown hair, brown eyes. I have a degree in economics. I have a great job that I love. I absolutely love my job, and I make $75,000 to $100,000 a year. But that's not really what I'm in it for. I'm in it because I love it. I own my own home. Okay, so just based on that, a lot of women would turn around, right? They would turn around because they would want to know, okay, you sound pretty good because you sound like you have all your crap together, so you sound like somebody I want to talk to and get to know. That's when we turn around and we're like, okay, so now we're visual. We go based on emotion first. Women are very, very much emotional first. Guys, however, turn it around. Guys are sitting in the seats and the ladies come out and they tell them a little bit about themselves. The only thing, they're not listening to that. They're really not. All they're doing is they might hit a button to turn around, but it's not because they were interested in what you had to say. They're turning around because guess what? They want to know whether or not you're hot. That's all they want to know. They want to know whether or not you're hot. They want to know whether or not you have a body, a face, great hair. That's what they want to know. And I can tell you right now, if they turned around and you said, oh, what was it about what I said that made you turn around? They're not going to be able to tell you anything about what you said. Now, I'm not going to generalize. There are guys out there who don't think like this. And if you find them, please tell them to find me, because literally I have no clue where they are. They're either married already, not playing for this team. Oh God, they get all the good ones, don't they? And then either that or they're literally all hiding in some kind of underground bunker waiting for some kind of apocalypse now to happen. I don't know where they are, but they're not out here. They're not around here. They're not where I can find them. So if you know any guys like that, hook your girl up. Hook your girl up, because I don't know what to do anymore. I am so dating apped out, I can't even think straight. So that is literally what keeps me single, because you can't tell anybody genuine on there, because somebody could sound really, really great in a profile, and then you meet them and they're a jackass, right? Just like anybody. You could meet somebody, see somebody's profile, and they look like the perfect guy, right? They say they like romantic walks, they love romantic dinners, they like rom-coms, they're very sensitive, they want a woman who's intelligent, who knows how to carry on a conversation, and then you meet them. And they give you a once-over, up and down, and by the end of the night, they're asking if you want to sleep over. That's not a dream guy. That's a guy who said what he thought he needed to say to make somebody go out with him, to be able to try to seal the deal by the end of the night. Come on, guys. We've got to do better. We have got to do better. I know there are guys out there that are not just looking to get themselves laid every night. There's got to be somebody out there who's looking for something real, who's looking for somebody to spend the rest of their life with, who's looking for a partner in life. There's got to be somebody out there. So that's why dating is so, literally, that's why I say chivalry to swiping, because there is no chivalry anymore. I barely see people hold doors open anymore. I watch people constantly. I'm a people watcher. I rarely see two people getting out of a car, a guy and a girl. I never see the guy come around to the passenger side and open the door for the lady. I never see that anymore. And it's just so bad. Like, you see them opening doors. The guys will walk first, open the door, and walk in. And then this, like, they sit in here and hold the door like this, and that's their chivalry. Sometimes they forget to do that and the door hits the chick in the face or whatever. But there just doesn't seem to be any chivalry anymore. It just seems like everybody is just doing their own thing, and I think there's some things that we do need to get back to. Progress is great, but we've regressed in our dating lives, and it's almost like we're going back to barbaric. You know, you Jane, me Tarzan, we have sex? Good. That's not how it needs to be. So we just need to get our heads out of our asses and start acting like real people, not like animals. Sorry, animals, but you know, it's kind of your thing. We don't need to steal that from you, right? But that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to talk about dating and, God, where have we gone wrong? But I will try to post videos at least once a week, sometimes maybe even an extra one. We're getting our first snack crate hopefully tomorrow. So we'll be doing an unboxing, and I'll try to put that up on the channel, because watching my kids open things that they've never ever tried before and watching them actually try to see if they like them is hilarious. The facial expressions are literally the best. So I will see you guys next week. Until then, this is Lisa, and I'm out. Have a great day, guys.